Brad Simpson with Simpson Limited Collector Firearms, and today I would like to talk about the 7 markings to look for on Stoeger Lugers. Now, Stoeger was a custom shop. They made different barrel lengths, different configurations, and a lot of that determines the value. But I'm just going to talk about the 7 markings that you will or will not see on the guns and how that affects the rarity and the value. Let's take a closer look. The first marking that identifies Stoeger Lugers is the address on the right side of the receiver. As you can see, it's 2 lines. It says AF Stoeger Inc. and the second line says New York. That's the number one way to identify a Stoeger Luger. And if they don't have that, you don't know whether Stoeger sold them or not. Now the number 2 identifying mark will be the American Eagle on the chamber. As you can see, just about every Stoeger Luger will have that. Very few do not. Now, as you can see on this example, it's got German safe and loaded markings. It's got gesichert and it's got geladen on the extractor. Now, the next thing that adds value to Stoegers is for the safety to be marked safe and the extractor to be marked loaded. The 4th marking to look for, if it has it, is called the 3rd rail address, which is Luger, Registered U.S. Patent Office on the right frame rail. Another note, it's not one of the 7 things, but you can see in order for them to stamp Germany, they had to put it up here to make room for the address on the side of the receiver. So always look for the Germany to be in that position on a Stoeger. The 5th marking that's good to see on a Stoeger is when they add genuine. Now if you look close, it's in a different font and it's not part of the normal 3-line address. Now it's thought that DWM was reluctant to put genuine on the Stoeger guns, thinking that other buyers would look and say, why is my gun not genuine? So it's thought that there was a little controversy over this, and the genuine mark was added later. So when you see that genuine mark, it's going to be a different font, and it's going to look as though it was stamped on later, which is correct. That's how they should look. The 6th thing that's good to see on a Stoeger is the V suffix serial range. That was when Mauser was starting to produce Lugers, and the V range guns are more desirable and of higher quality with better fit and finish. They're just brighter, more beautiful guns. Number 7 is the Crown U Mauser proof. These were the later Stoegers that were where the receiver was made by Mauser. They have the Crown U Oberndorf proof on them, and they generally have the highest fit, finish, and the best aesthetics of all of the Stoegers. So as you can see, since Stoeger Lugers were ordered from Germany and then customized in the United States with different barrel lengths, different features, different configurations, very few are the same. But as you can see, in spite of the different configurations, the 7 marks that you want to find are the 2-line address, the American Eagle on the chamber, safe and loaded, that 3rd line on the frame rail, genuine added on the frame rail, the V suffix serial number, and the Crown U proof. If you've got all 7 of those features, you've got the best Stoeger. But most of them have 2 or 3 features. That's okay too. The more you have, the greater the value, and the more likely it is to be authentic. If you have any more questions about Lugers or ideas for a video, send me an email at brad@simpsonltd.com. Thank you.